Hi, Gemini and Gemini Rising. This is Kimberly Knox, KK, your astrologer, and we're going to have your general forecast for the month of May into June, your birthday month, or the end of May into your birthday month. Big preparation time here now. Your ruler has got some big movement going on. There's 5 retrograde planets, so let's get started to break this up for you. Well, the heavy hitters, Mars and Saturn, are occupying your house of relationships. So this has been a difficult time for some of you dealing with relationships, because if you're in a already coupled marriage or relationship, perhaps it could be going through a little bit of trouble. If you're single, you've met someone, you're living with someone, vice versa. But Mars there gives a lot of energy, and it can also bring, this is where arguments can break out, disputes, because the energy is strong. It can be spiteful. Mars is the warrior, don't forget, but you're putting energy there. So the best use of Mars energy is to get out and make it happen. So getting out, networking. Listen, Geminis are the very best at networking. You can make a connection like no one, and you know everyone, it seems. And, just perfect for just pulling anything out of your back pocket when it needs to be said. So you can really text and really make a lot of long phone calls at times. So this is a brilliant use of this energy. Get out and make stuff happen. Saturn gives us restrictions, but Saturn has been retrograde, so it's been giving us a little break for the time being. It's going to go direct in August. So all of that forward movement where you're having to take responsibility in relationships, or working things out, or your partner's going through difficult times, it's now you can digest a little bit of that, work on what you've learned, and it's going to go forward in August. Mars is going to go retrograde May 27th through August 1st, back into your 6th house. So your 6th house has to do with your work and your job and your health. So there may be some things that need to be taken care of in that area. When Mars goes backwards, we have to make corrections. It's a deepening of the energy in this particular area. Mars is going to play a very big point during the full moon, and we'll get to that as well. So let's go back to your ruler. Your ruler is Mercury. And you are an air sign, a mutable air sign that kind of goes with the flow, and it stays above the surface so that you can go around and make connections. So when your ruler is retrograde, it's a little out of sync, and it's time for you to go within. Now, everybody is doing that because there's 5 retrograde planets right now. So it really is a time for some corrections and a time to revise and rethink things and take things to a deeper level, clean up some stuff that needs to be cleaned up. So let's see how your month is going to unfold. Now, we have the new moon coming up tomorrow in Taurus, and that is your 12th house. The 12th house deals with stuff that's about privacy and gaining better health, your subconscious, working on things, maybe deep emotional issues. So a really good use of this type of energy is to meditate, to journal, to possibly go talk to someone about things that have been bothering you, so that you can get this out, because it's your birthday month coming up and you want to be fresh, and Venus is going into your sign, so you want to be unencumbered, so you can allow the beauty to shine through. So this is a time of self-reflection and dealing with the past of some sort, any emotional patterns that you want to clear up. But it's a great creative time because you're working on things behind the scene. If you're writing something, now Geminis can be the sign that loves to read and write, not all of them, but it is a sign of that. So you're working on something where you're preparing, and this is a great time for that. Now, like I said, Venus is going to be blessing your sign by May the 24th. It's going to go in, and it stays about a month because Venus moves about 1 degree a day. So you'll see that shining on you personally, which is a beautiful time to, just to tidy yourself up. Now, don't forget that Venus is still below the horizon. It is going to meet with the sun, though, which is a brilliant time for you Geminis on June the 6th, when Venus meets with the sun in your 1st house. Make it a time where you're really connecting with your value and your beauty and what you bring to the table and you want to bring out. So Venus will come above the horizon. We can all see it by July the 24th, but it's still below right now, and we're working on some things. So when is this all going to unfold for you? Because at the new moon, we're planting seeds. You know, we should all plant something in the southeast corner of the home, because Taurus is a time of building, planting. We seed and then we see it grow. Taurus wants results for its efforts. This is the money sign. We're all dealing with money issues during this time. But May the 9th, we've got Mercury crossing the face of the sun. This is a once in a 12 to 13 times a century event. Now, don't you think you're going to get some big information at that time? This is the day after Mother's Day. This is Monday. We're going to start the week out with some revelations, and perhaps they'll be coming on Mother's Day, of course. So you may be a little clearer on things that you want to express. This is about expressing when Sun and Mercury come together. This will unfold even more May the 12th, May the 13th, when we've got Mercury in a beautiful aspect trining Pluto. This is powerful conversations, and then Mercury goes on to conjoin Venus, speaking your truth and your value at that time. If you have any money matters to take care of, the 12th, the 13th, and the 30th, because on May the 30th, Mercury for the third time is going to be trining Pluto. So make sure you've got those jotted down for you specifically, Gemini, because your ruler is engaged in that activity. What else big? Okay, now let's get to the full moon. So the full moon, well, first of all, let's back up. May the 20th, we've got the sun going into your sign. So you're coming out. It's like you come out of the closet, because when the sun is behind you in Taurus, it's like this is your winding down time. This is like you're getting ready for your whole new 12-month cycle. This is your springtime when the sun goes into your sign. So it's like you're coming out, and now you can start to move forward. You feel things moving forward. And just as we get there, we have a full moon on May 21st. And this full moon is a doozy. If you're the type that likes to spew verbal, not so nice, words, and you're very verbally aggressive, please watch out. Don't use this energy in such a bad way. It's going to be an emotionally aggressive time, because we've got Moon and Mars opposite the sun, and it's going to be just a whole time where it's very fruitful for fights and arguments. And because it's your relationship sector, 1st and 7th, not just relationships, I'm talking partnerships. Any partnerships in business. Also, anyone that you're meeting, your clients, don't engage in verbal assaults. It doesn't go anywhere. Words can't be taken back, and that is one of Gemini's, and anyone that's got Mercury and Gemini, Mars and Gemini energy. You came here to learn how to utilize your words in the best way. Words can heal or words can hurt, and this is part of it. So that 21st through 22nd, very emotional time, aggressive time, because then Sun and Mars are going to be opposite. Mars is closest to the Earth during its opposition with the Sun while it's retrograde. And while it's retrograde, it acts a little like Pluto. And that's pretty deep and powerful and can be spiteful. So use this in the right way, because June 14th last year, when the Sun and Mars came together, it planted a seed of, I want to take action. So let's see how we've taken action on something important since last year at this time, and make it worth your while. There is a grand trine in Earth this month, okay? You're not an Earth sign, but where it's affecting you is between your home, your 8th house of joint finances. That's why I said the 12th, 13th, and 30th will be powerful times, because Pluto, this transformative planet, is in your 8th house of joint resources. Monies from other people, debt. You need to work on restructuring things, getting your budget together, working out monies from divorces or partnership dealings and investments. So work on that. Also, Jupiter, which is the ruler of your natural ruler, Sagittarius, your opposite 7th house, is going to be going direct on May the 9th in your home sector. So you know, whatever's been kind of stalled in that area around home, because you've got Jupiter now blessing your where you live, your Jupiter, your blessing, these things could be taking on a much more beautiful view for you around the home. So that's your quick reading for the month of May, all of the biggest things that are happening during the month of May into June. Jot those dates down. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for liking and sharing. Reach out to me on Instagram. For personal consultations, you'll get to see your own chart and how that's reflected there. You have a wonderful month and make it special.